Jack Draper, British #1 to face Carlos Alcaraz in Italian Open quarterfinals after beating Corentin Moutet. Jack Draper will look to conquer Carlos Alcaraz in the quarterfinals of the Italian Open after defeating Corentin Moutet in 3 sets. Watch all the action from the Italian Open on Sky Sports Tennis and Sky Sports Plus now and the Sky Sports app. Jack Draper set up a mouth-watering Italian Open quarterfinal showdown with Carlos Alcaraz after defeating flamboyant Frenchman Corentin Moutet to progress in Rome. Draper admitted he was bamboozled after being unable to cope with Moutet's magic in the first set, but he soon composed himself and battled back to claim a 1-6, 6-4, 6-3 victory on the red clay courts of the Foro Italico. Alcaraz currently leads their head-to-head 3-2, but Draper claimed a memorable victory in their most recent meeting in the Indian Wells semi-finals in March, going on to win his first Masters 1000 title. He came close to a second in Madrid last weekend, losing in the final to Casper Ruud, and is now within touching distance again on what had been considered his weakest surface. Draper appeared to be feeling the pace of his recent run in his third round win over Vit Capriva in Rome, smashing his racket angrily on the court despite being a set and a breakup. He kept his calm in a frustrating first set here, with 2 missed break points at 1-1 heralding a run of 5 games in a row for Moutet. The Frenchman is one of the most unconventional players on tour, and his use of angles and drop shots combined with brilliant defense drew too many errors from the 5th seed. Draper has been determined, though, to show the same appetite for consistent success as the leading stars, and he dug in at the start of the second set. There was a moment of contention at the beginning of the 7th game when Moutet felt Draper had not got to a drop shot in time, but after consulting the video review system, the umpire eventually gave the point to the world #5. Draper finally broke his opponent's serve in the next game, drawing an angry toss of the racket from Moutet, and, although the Briton was unable to serve out the set, another break sent the contest to a decider. The 23-year-old seemed to have the momentum, but Moutet continued to frustrate Draper until his body began to fail him, with cramps setting in. Moutet, who won a near 4-hour battle with Holger Rune on Sunday, took a medical timeout for treatment to his left hamstring after the 7th game, and Draper seized his moment to seal the win in 2 hours and 20 minutes on Super Tennis Arena. Honestly, I was a bit bamboozled at the start, to be honest. I haven't played someone like that, well, ever, I don't think, Draper admitted to Sky Sports Tennis' Gigi Salmon. I felt like I was on a string, like I didn't know what I was doing. And then I came out in the second set and just fought for every point and found a way in the end to pick up my level, and it was a good one to come through. It feels good. You don't know what's happening shot to shot. You can almost get sucked into his way of playing. I was all over the court. At one point, I was looking at the slides that I've been doing in one game. I was literally covering the whole court with drop shots. I don't know what was going on. I've got a dizziness from it. Credit to Corentin. He honestly played a great match. To come through that one was amazing. Alcaraz also went the distance, battling fatigue in a 6-3, 3-6, 7-5 win over Karen Khachanov, and the contest against Draper will be a key marker for the French Open later this month. Asked about his energy levels, Draper said, "I'm giving myself the best chance to be there every point. I'm in the quarterfinals now, and there's no time to be tired anymore. I've got to keep on pushing hard, every point, and I will do that." Miles McLagan, speaking on Sky Sports Tennis. The winning habit in Jack Draper is strong right now. What a really good effort. What an entertaining match that was. Brilliant play from Moutet early on, but Draper, as you have to do if you're going to have all the success he does, found a way into the match, found a way around it unsettled, wore down the brilliance from Moutet, and has been able to find himself coming out on top. What a good contest that was. Andy Murray's former coach also hailed Draper's mental resilience, saying, "Draper has been a mental rock of late. I expect that to continue. Sometimes when you're at that level, when you've been winning as much as he has, when you're as tired as he has, sometimes a loss can come as a bit of a relief because you finally get to rest. He doesn't. He's got another match to come. And that makes pressing on even more impressive, doesn't it? Because he doesn't need it at this stage. You'd forgive him, but he's not going to let himself rest. You're going to keep building the confidence. And I think that's excellent because you want that winning habit to continue as long as you can. You want the other players, the guys you're going to be competing against, to see how tough you are and to realize that when you're up against them. Watch the ATP and WTA tours, as well as the US Open in New York, live on Sky Sports in 2025 or stream with Now and the Sky Sports app, giving Sky Sports customers access to over 50% more live sport this year at no extra cost. Find out more here.